Today we're going to practice measuring angles with protractors. For a protractor, a little half circle with lines up. For this worksheet and this lesson, I cut this out from our lesson yesterday. You guys can do the same thing. If it's double-sided and there was another worksheet on the back, once you turn that in, you can cut this out and use this protractor. Okay. So a couple of things on how we use protractors to measure angles. One line always has to line up with 0. Yeah, there's 0 over here and over here. So in our angle, if we have an angle that looks like this, remember these are two rays. Where the rays meet is called the vertex, is where the rays meet. The vertex is going to line up in this circle right here. Sometimes you just might have to look and try to see it through the paper. Okay, and that'll line up with 0. Okay, then from there, sometimes you might have to use a pen and see along where that goes. If it's not quite long enough, since this is a big protractor, you need to make it so it goes all the way through. So that looks like it goes to about here. There are two numbers. We see that it's close, it's between 40 and 45, and in between 140 and 145. Since this is an acute angle, remember that's smaller than a right angle. It's an acute angle, so it's going to be the smaller number. So we'll say that's about 43 degrees. Remember to use the little degrees sign, just like when we're talking about weather. Okay, if the angle is larger, it's going to be the bigger side. Okay, if it is an obtuse angle, you're going to use the outer numbers, the bigger numbers, whether it's on the inside or the outside. If it's acute, because it's smaller, we use the lower numbers, whether that's on the inside or the outside. We can take a look at our worksheet for today. There are 2 pages and 12 angles that you're going to be measuring. Okay, some are bigger than others. There might be a couple that are the same or that are pretty similar. So you're going to do the same thing. For example, we'll do number 1. So the first thing we're going to do is name each angle. Okay, so it's either going to be a right angle, an acute angle, or an obtuse angle. Remember, a right angle, it can make a little square in the corner. An acute angle is smaller than a right angle. It's anything less than that. And an obtuse angle is anything bigger than a right angle. So this is bigger than a right angle, so it is an obtuse angle. Okay, then to measure, we're gonna line our vertex up here and make sure this lines up with 0. Okay, and since this is a big protractor, I'm gonna use my pen to go out like this. And it looks like that goes out to 120 degrees. Over here, I picked 120 instead of 60 because it is an obtuse angle. So I choose the bigger number.